Alright guys, what is up? It is Chris, and this is about 2 weeks. I guess tomorrow will be 2.5 weeks since I've been down here in Florida, and I know a lot of you, I talked to my mom earlier today, and she said a lot of people have been asking questions, and so I'm just here to answer some of those questions for those of you who have asked. So I've been down here 2.5 weeks. I've been having a little bit more trouble finding a job than I thought I would. I did have an interview yesterday for a job at the Hilton Orlando. The interview went great. The hiring manager was very impressed with me, was very impressed with how I dressed. I wore a suit, and immediately when he came into the HR department where I was sitting waiting for him, he looked at me and he said, "Nobody ever wears a suit." And so that kind of I just lit up. I was really excited, and I said to him, I just really like to dress nice. And he said, "I can tell." And so we had a great conversation. He's actually from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, I believe he said. So that was kind of cool. We kind of connected because we're both from Pennsylvania, obviously. So that went well. I did apply at a few other jobs down here. Unfortunately, I have not heard anything back from Disney or Universal, where I had applied a lot, and that's kind of bummed me out a little bit, but in all honesty, my apartment is not as close to Universal and Disney as I thought it was, and it's not so much that it's actually further away, it's due to traffic. It's like an hour drive because of traffic, and there's always traffic on the highway that I would take to go to work if I worked for Disney. So in a sense, it's actually a good thing that I didn't really hear back from them, because at this point, when I'm first moved down here and settling in, I just need a job kind of close to home where I'm making money, and so something around here would be a little nicer. So I've applied at some grocery stores, which is obviously not my dream job and what I want to do down here, but it's a job, and it's a way to make money. So now on to the questions about acting. Have I auditioned? Have I gotten into any of that stuff? It's been 2.5 weeks. I would love to say that I've come down here and I've auditioned for every possible thing that I could, but I just haven't. I have a lot of experience in acting. I've been in a lot of plays and a lot of short films, but the way that the industry works a little bit is I have to take an acting class. Not so much to learn how to act, because I am talented in that. I'm not saying I'm the best, but I do know how to do that part of it. The part I don't know is the auditioning part. So I've never had to audition for a part in my life. I was always just given a part, or the short films I did was like, "Hey, I could see you doing this role, so we're gonna have you do this role," and those are the roles I did. So I've never really had to actually go and audition for something, and it's a very specific way that they like you to audition. So I'm hoping once I start making money here, I'm going to take like a 10-week course, which is like maybe like a class or two a week, if that, maybe just a class a week for 10 weeks. And it's just really purely like teaching how to audition well. So it's going to be a little bit of a process. I'm down here, I don't have a specific set time for how long I'm down here. I told myself I was going to give myself at least 2 months to get acclimated with the area. Not accumulated, acclimated. I always say that. I don't know why. Acclimated with the area, used to the area, comfortable living down here, being on my own. This is, again, the first time I've ever lived outside of my parents' house. And so I really just wanted to do a lot of that and learn a lot about the industry that I'm trying to get into before I actually just jump right into it, because I don't want to go into an audition and screw up completely because I just thought I could do it when I really don't know how. And then, those casting agents are like, "Well, he doesn't know how to audition well, so we're not going to bring him back in." So you really don't want to mess up. You want to know what you're doing, and you want to be able to do it well. So for those of you who are wondering, being down here has been amazing. I love it. My roommate's pretty awesome. He's a cool guy. Love hanging out with him. I've got to meet some of his friends from school. They're pretty awesome people as well. So yeah, I really just have enjoyed living down here so far. The weather is amazing. I probably look like I'm glowing. One, because I have a lamp on me because I don't have a professional lighting setup, and two, because it is about 80 degrees in my room right now because I don't have my fan running because I didn't want that noise in the background. But the weather's been beautiful. Today I kind of just got to sit out by my pool and relax and, enjoy that. And that's it's just been a real blessing to get down here and kind of just like, you know, experience life on my own and experience what I've wanted to experience forever, which was moving away from everything I was comfortable with and kind of go on like this little adventure. So I'm on this adventure down here in the 407, which is pretty amazing, and I'm loving it so far. I'm getting to know the area well. There's a lot of cool little restaurants, and one of my favorite coffee shops down here, Foxtail, is amazing. I spend a lot of time there. I go there to read. I go there to I've started doing some writing while I'm down here. Not a lot, just kind of journaling about what life is like, and you know, trying to get into reading again, because I believe that the more I read, the more creative I can get in a lot of different ways. So I know I promised a YouTube channel, and I haven't really gotten time to do that. Believe it or not, the first week I was down here I do a lot with my hands, I just realized that. Anyways, no big deal. The first week I was down here, I did a lot of traveling. I did a lot of traveling. I went to Fort Myers to visit friends of mine who were down here, the Hoff Smiths. It was great to see you guys. I'm sure someone from that family is watching this video. So I got to see them, and Jason Hunter's family as well. I got to see you guys, and that was awesome. And then I went from their place down to Sanibel to visit family friends of ours, the Thibodeaux. It was great to see you guys. I loved catching up. And then I went back up, and then, you know, I had friends that I worked with from the Hershey Lodge that were down, and so I hung out with them a lot, which was really cool because they kind of got me comfortable with the area. And my one friend Dylan, who I worked with at the lodge, he's come down here a lot, and he knew a lot of cool places, and so he kind of showed me the area a little bit, and that was awesome. Introduced me to some people, and that was really helpful. So yeah, if you guys ever have questions, feel free to text me, feel free to call me. I would love to be in contact with you guys, whoever you are. I just know my mom had called me today, and I just, you know, was talking to her, and she's like, hey, people are asking, have you auditioned? Have you gotten a job? Blah, blah, blah. And it's like, yeah, you know, I would love to say I have a job. I would love to say I've auditioned, but it's moving to another state and not knowing really anything is a little more difficult than I expected, but I guess that's all part of growing up, and, you know, it's just a learning curve. So yeah, I mean, I'm just really excited to be down here. I really miss everybody from Pennsylvania. I really, really, really do. There's, you know, so many people that I've wanted to you know, there's been a couple days where I've just been like, oh, maybe I'll just go. I can't. Like, I can't just go hang out with someone or go see someone or go visit someone or whatever it may be, because, you know, I'm not there anymore, and that's been difficult for me. And there's been days where I'm just like completely like, what the heck did I do? Like, is this the right thing? And I just, like, you know, I pray and I ask God that it's just like he shows that this is the right thing. And I believe that in time I'll realize that it is or it isn't. And it's going to take time. So yeah, if you guys want to get a hold of me, please contact me. There is going to be a YouTube channel. I am going to start filming some. Our family friends down here, the Johnsons, their son Clay is a pretty cool kid. He's also in the acting thing. He's a little further into it and a lot better at it than I am, but he and I had talked about maybe filming some stuff, you know, a day in the life of an actor in Orlando or whatever it may be, just kind of fun stuff, you know, joking around, messing around. He's a pretty cool magician, so we talked about maybe doing some stuff with that. He's very talented. If you follow me on Instagram, you've probably seen him showing me some magic tricks, and it legitimately blows my mind every time he does it, because no matter what the trick is or how many times he does it, I like just don't get it. So if you guys want to see more stuff from him, you can follow him at Clayton Royal Johnson. That's his Instagram name. That's his I think that's his professional Instagram, or his professional Instagram. So go follow him there. He's a pretty cool kid. And if you guys would like, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel, because there is stuff coming your way, I promise. It may take some time to get, you know, into a rhythm of posting videos, but I promise there will be more posts coming. This is going to be pretty much just a raw footage video that I'm going to post out on YouTube. I'm not going to really do any editing with it, but eventually there will be more editing that come with the videos, and I'm going to have someone make like a sound or like a tune or whatever you call it. I don't really know. That goes with my channel, and hopefully get like a graphic as well made here in the future, but I'm not really rushing into that. I'm just kind of doing like a basic raw video, you know, day in the life with Chris type of thing. And I hope you guys enjoy them. I hope I make them interesting enough. I hope I don't ramble on like I'm kind of doing right now. I'm already at 10 minutes, I think, which is insane. So if you were bored and you already stopped watching this, then you're not seeing this part of the video. Anyways, I love you guys. I miss you all. Subscribe to my channel, like the video, share the video, and I promise you there's more interesting content than me sitting in my bedroom with a lamp shining on me, sweating my guts out because it's like 80 degrees in my room. So yeah, thanks guys. Appreciate it. I didn't like that ending at all. Thank you for watching. This is always the hardest part.